The Wanted star Tom Parker had been diagnosed with grade 4 glioblastoma, an aggressive condition which typically leaves sufferers with a life expectancy of between 3 and 18 months after their first diagnosis. However, Tom had remained optimistic until the end, refusing to hear his prognosis after he and his wife decided to instead think positively. In fact, Tom, who had regularly urged fans to pray for him in the hope that he would heal, had spoken of rare cases he'd heard of where sufferers could live for 10 or 15 years. "I said that for Tom's state of mind, and who he is as a person, it would not be good for him," Kelsey had revealed of her urge to protect him from receiving a prognosis. "We're not thinking like that, no one can define you by that," she asserted last year. She'd also recalled an earlier experience when she hadn't been present and had sought out the truth. "Tom went to the hospital with his brother before because I couldn't go," she began. "I said to his brother, 'Don't let them tell him,' and his brother said he was fishing for an answer." However, before long Kelsey's wish for optimism had inspired Tom too. He had spoken passionately about those who'd had a negative prognosis but were still around 5, 10 or even 15 years later. "We're going to fight this all the way." He added that what he needed in order to fight the potential death sentence was everyone's love and positivity. Followers had helped him as much as they could, with Tom directing his Instagram fans to all light a candle at the same time on chosen evenings to pray for his recovery. The tragic singer had even given them affirmations to recite in the hope that his plea for survival would reach the attention of a higher power. Kelsey had hoped that, by his prognosis being hidden from him, her husband would live his life to the full and avoid giving up. She even recalled in the pair's joint interview with OK! magazine that she knew someone who had been diagnosed with a brain tumor who was still alive 25 years later. However, that outcome is unheard of for grade 4 glioblastoma, and sadly less than 2 years after suffering his first seizure during a family holiday in Norwich, Tom died. His survival time was towards the upper end of that expected for someone in his situation, however, and his loved ones believe this was down to his positive thinking. The tragedy for Tom is that he will never get to live out his dream of having 2 more children with Kelsey, to add to the brood they already had, daughter Aurelia and son Bodhi. Tom's affection for his family had always been clear from the regular Instagram stories updates he would post featuring them. In a pre-Christmas 2021 update, Tom had revealed the family had been told his tumor had shrunk, and in recent weeks he had even been performing with his band and hoping for a full reunion tour. However, a statement was released today on the Wanted website sadly confirming their loss. It read, "Max, Jay, Shiva, Nathan and the whole Wanted family are devastated by the tragic and premature loss of our bandmate Tom Parker, who passed away peacefully at lunchtime today surrounded by his family and his bandmates.